Millions of Americans are bracing for severe weather today. We're talking about a string of southern storms that are pushing east. Some areas could see hail, powerful winds, and potential tornadoes. This comes amid deadly historic flooding in Louisiana. President Obama has issued a disaster declaration in the area. David Begnaud is on the ground in Louisiana. David, well, at least you're not up to your shins in water, but give us a sense of how things are going where you are.
Well, Anne Marie, it's a beautiful day here. I have to tell you, Natchitoches Parish is where Steel Magnolias was filmed. It's a beautiful parish in central Louisiana, but you wouldn't know it looking behind me. I mean, you don't even know where the bayous start and end around here. There's so much water. Behind me, as far as you can go, there are mobile homes and homes that are underwater. I interviewed a woman who paddled her way to her home and said, I've got 8 feet of water in my front yard. Her and her kids have been evacuated. Across the state of Louisiana, get this, 5,000 plus homes are underwater because of flooding. You see these sandbags right here, these giant bags? These are trying to stop water from the nearby Saline Bayou. Here's what happened. The bayou rose and they had to build this makeshift dam, right? The problem is the water is seeping underneath. So when you come over on this side, you got the water seeping and it's going toward the community of Clarence, threatening to drown livestock and threatening to flood about 600 homes. Yesterday, Anne Marie, we went about 2 miles down the levee, and I got to tell you, the water was at the top of the levee. I mean, the local sheriff even said, I'm concerned if people see this, they might get worried that it's about to fail. That's how serious the situation was about 12 hours ago. As of this morning, the levee has not failed, but the water has not yet receded. We're told it rose 2, maybe 3 inches overnight. And you know, the thing is, it's this flooding that we've seen for the last 5 days. It hasn't really rained here heavily for the last 72 hours. But the flooding has been 5-6 days now. And going forward, here's what we're looking at toward New Orleans. The Pearl River is expected to set a record today, Anne Marie, as it crests sometime around 6 p.m. local time in New Orleans.
Man, you know, you see the glorious blue sky and you think, oh, people have got to be out of danger,
right.
But that's not necessarily the case
right.
at all. You know, the president declared a major disaster for the area. Do you know what that means for the people on the ground there? Does it mean additional help coming their way?
Well, here's what it means. It means that federal funds can be freed up automatically. So the president signs that declaration and you've got federal funds that can be used to house people, feed people, get crews in. You know, the disaster assessment is the biggest part. So the governor's office of emergency preparedness here in Louisiana, working with the federal government and the president's federal agency, FEMA, can come in here almost instantly after the situation and get to work. The problem is you can't get to work with this kind of flooding. You can't really get to work when there's still 8 feet of water in somebody's front yard. So that's what they're dealing with right now. And you know, the sun beaming on my face makes for a beautiful live shot in television, but it is deceiving, as authorities around here will tell you. Don't let the sunshine deceive you. This morning when the sun came up, there are game wardens here, the sheriff's department is here, the levee district is here. They are still watching. You know, when you've got this much water barreled up against the levee can go at any minute. In fact, we've confirmed that in Richland Parish in northeast Louisiana, there was a dam that eroded, broke away, and water burst through last night. Within the last 8 hours, we're told. Evacuations have been ordered, shelters have been set up. Anne Marie, there are thousands of people across the state of Louisiana staying either with family and friends right now, in hotels, or at local civic centers and churches, thanks to the Red Cross, because they have been displaced.
Still a ways to go. David Begnaud on the ground in Louisiana. Thanks a lot, David.